Ascension Season 2, Episode 13, Moonlighting as John McLane. We are back here on Rhode Island Broadcasting. Michelle, our lovely co-host, how are you today?
Today I'm good on this rainy day, but
Yeah,
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm here. It's opening day in baseball.
Yeah,
So, it's summertime now, right? Yeah. We'll just say it is, even though it's still cold and wet.
yeah, spring.
Cold and wet. That's all that matters right
Yes.
now. Somebody's got to talk to that groundhog. You know, they got to talk to him. But we got a great show as
Yeah,
always. As always,
always,
we got
right?
a very good headlines. And if you know anything about the show, Moonlighting as John McLean will come up today, and you will understand why.
Yeah.
Probably everybody already knows why.
Hmm.
There's only one John McClane, right?
Correct.
Um, we have animals, of course, both news and fun facts. Always a favorite. We got some movie updates. We have some strange news.
Oh, yes, it's strange.
Of course, celebrity birthdays. So we'll see
Yes.
who wins this week with the animals and the celebrity birthdays. Always a challenge. And of course, later on, we have new music, and me and Michelle each give three songs that we listen to and we absolutely love, and we're passing those on. And you out there, the fans, can also send in what your favorite new songs are because we would
Yes.
love to hear them. And
Mm.
we would also comment the following week on that same segment on people that send us, songs to listen to. You don't have to send the song, you can just send a link to the song and
Mm-hmm.
just post it in the chats. Although I think the chats might not let you post a link, but you just tell us the song and who it's by, and we'll find it. I mean, we know how to do the Google searches and stuff.
Right.
So um so it is time for our headlines. Michelle, what do you got for us?
Headlines. Well, what I have for headlines is Bruce Willis. Now, Bruce Willis is stepping down from acting after brain disorder diagnosis of aphasia, a
Yeah.
disorder affecting the part of the brain responsible for language. Willis' ex-wife Denny Moore, current wife Irma Hemming Willis, and daughter announced his decision in an Instagram post Wednesday, noting that the has been experiencing some health issues and has been recently been diagnosed with aphasia, which is impacting his cognitive abilities. Most after often aphasia is caused by a stroke, head injury, a brain tumor, or a recessive neurological disease. Now, Willis, 67, is best known for his playing New York City cop John McLane in the five-movie Die Hard series. He also performed star-turned in such hit movies as Pulp Fiction, The Sixth
Oh,
Sense,
oh,
Armageddon, Sin City, and Unbreakable. Mighty Ducks Sean Weisland's first movie. Okay, that I have two actually. Um, so blessings to the
it's so
family
heartbreaking.
of Bruce Willis. Yes.
Because I look at his career. Yeah, not every movie was a gem. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you know, but those movies that he really, um, I want to say, perfected his craft. Because, like,
Yeah.
John McClane is, like, you just say John McClane and you know what people are talking about. I mean, like Die Hard, especially that first one, was an
Right.
incredible movie.
Oh yeah.
Arguably the best Christmas movie of all time.
Uh-huh.
Arguably, because it was released on Christmas, and that was a big part of the theme of the movie.
Yeah.
It was, it's like people, that have seen those movies, it's Bruce Willis. He's not like some superhuman that doesn't even get scratched or anything. He takes a beating in all of his movies, as John McLane, and that
Yeah.
that character is iconic. It is
Yes.
iconic. And then you
Iconic.
throw in the movie Pulp Fiction, which to me, top five movies of all time. You know, like that
Right.
movie was incredible, and I've seen it. I don't even know how many times. Maybe 100
Yeah.
plus. You know,
Wow.
It's like those are amazing movies. And Sixth Sense. I mean, once you know the ending, it's hard to really watch it again. But it was a great movie. You know,
That's
I mean,
true.
like he's had a lot of great movies. He's had a lot of stinkers, but you know,
Hmm.
but he also, we can't forget about Moonlighting, where he won an Emmy for it.
Right.
I mean, look, he's good when he really wants to be good. He's good. And then
Yeah.
there's movies that he just picks up and goes through the motions. But it's going to be terrible that we're not going to see Bruce in movies again, because I know, he was going to do another John McLane. He was probably going to be in the Expendables with Stallone again, um, and that's pretty much gone. I know he did a lot of movies in 2021. It did like 11 movies, I think.
Oh
So,
yeah.
and I think he just did that, just to be in a bunch of movies to basically say goodbye. And I think he knew ahead of time, before he announced it, but he, announced it with his family. And I feel for them. I feel for them.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be a big change. It's like an athlete, that retires.
Right.
He can't, you know, handle it, or she can't handle any more of that.
Right.
You know, going to work out, train, and getting ready for the games. And it's going to be a lot like that. Like, how is
Oh,
he going to be able to stay away from you know his career, his life?
not only his family, I would feel for. I feel for himself, that
Yes,
he has to
yes.
go through that. Just imagine going through that.
Yeah, because he's going to
And
have a feeling of like not like he's not worth anything. It's only human. It's
oh
only
yeah.
human. But to me, he's an icon. Always will be.
Mm, that's right. He will always
Probably
be an
tonight I'm
icon.
probably going to watch Die Hard. You know, in my round the clock. Waking. So I'll probably watch
Uh-huh.
Die Hard just to remember. You know, what we'll be missing. So,
Right.
so I hope he can get through this, and hopefully he can stay cognitive for a long time. At least to be able to communicate with people in some capacity.
Yeah,
That's it's sad. So
it is.
so
Yes.
you know, good luck, Bruce and family. We
That's
don't like to
right.
talk about the bad things. We like happy stuff, but Bruce Willis
Mm-hmm.
is, like I said, an icon in Hollywood. I mean, he's
Yes.
made so many blockbusters. I mean,
Oh yeah, so many.
and I didn't even get to mention like Armageddon, like you mentioned in the story. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot. There's a lot. You know, I mean, it's it's hard to turn those pages. You know,
Oh yeah.
so and then we see it all the time with actors who die and musicians who die. It's like these people touch others with their craft,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
it means more than what you could imagine. You know, it means more than what you can imagine. There's an importance there that
Yeah,
people seem to miss if they're not touched by that person's craft,
that's
and you
right.
miss that. It's like how many people are really, saddened over John Lennon, from this generation? Probably nobody. But when you
Right.
look at those generations that grew up with the Beatles,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They
Yep.
touch people's lives.
That's true.
And being an actor, it's just as much of that as a song. It's just it's just,
That's
just
right.
who it means more to, you know? And out there by reactions and stuff like that. You see it. Everybody sees it over the internet and chat rooms and different podcasts. Although this was the best
Yeah.
one. so
Hmm.
so yep. So that's Bruce Willis. He is now retired.
Yes.
Um,
Retired.
so you know, I recommend everybody out there to go through the list of Bruce Willis movies. If you want to know, if you don't know a lot of those movies, first of all, you start out with Die Hard. you
Yeah.
know, and then if you need any advice on what else to see, feel free to message me anytime, on our Discord or in the Rhode Island Broadcasting page or,
Right.
even
Mhm.
the Pop Ascension Facebook page. So,
Yeah.
and I'll be more than happy to give you advice on what to see if you are not familiar with his movies. So, all you youngsters out there. So,
Hmm.
oh, okay. So let's move on to animal news. We
Yes.
love the
Let's
animals.
love the animals. And I also have a celebrity news too.
Yep, I heard that you were
You
starting to
did
read
hear
it,
me
and we're
say
like, oh wait, we'll get to that one a little later.
that? Yes. Just reminding you.
Yep, I got it.
Now, now for animal news, a loyal dog springs owner from jail when someone is arrested.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's not uncommon for a loved one to come down and pay bail or plead for their release. Such was the case when a Dominican man was taken into custody by the police for violating curfew,
Oh,
except his loved one was one of the canine variety. As seen on a police Facebook video, the dog strolls in confidently and begs for his owner's release. It worked. You know why I'm going to let him go? Because of anyone can come here, and that dog came and told me the man was his, and that's why he I'm going to let him go. Police Colonel Jose Francisco de la Cruz said. And that is animal news.
see, that's a wonderful story. Look, you know,
Oh yes.
he was probably out walking his dog at night because the dog need to go. Right?
Right.
That's what I'm assuming. And that's what
That makes
anyone
sense.
could assume. You
Yeah.
know, look, he's a dog, right? A
Hmm.
dog will be loyal to whoever owns it,
Yeah.
whether or not that dog really knew what was happening, and it probably did by reactions of the owner,
Oh yeah.
and therefore it basically begged for him to come home, and the
Yeah.
cop kind of knew it, and he thought, well, he was probably out walking a dog, and you know what? I'm just gonna let him go.
Yeah.
I'm sure he probably ran the name and all this information to see if anything came back on him, and nothing probably came back. And he's like, "Okay, yeah, go home. You gotta take your dog home."
Yeah.
It's a great story. See, I love dogs. I love dogs
Yes, I
so
love
much.
dogs.
I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Kept the guy out of jail. That's a
Oh
dog
man.
right there. That is man's best friend.
That is man's best friend. Absolutely.
Excellent
That's
story. I love it. You never disappoint on these stories. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. In in honor of baseball's opening day. That's a home run.
Ah, thank you.
You led off the game with a home run. Boom. So let's move on to animal fun facts. Oh my god, one of my favorite
Animal fun
favorites.
facts.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. I feel like I
favorite.
haven't done that in a while. Animal fun facts.
There you go.
Here we go. Let's do this. Love it.
Yes. Now, the leg bones of a bat are so thin that out of the zoo species of bats, only no, out of the 1,200 species of bats, only two can walk on the ground. These are the vampire bats and the burrowing bat.
Okay, figures it would have to be the vampire bat that can walk, right?
Yeah.
Sheesh, we can't catch a break.
Fucking vampire.
I want to bite your neck. That's interesting though. That only two of
That
all those
is
species. That's
only
amazing.
two out of 1,200, right?
Yeah,
Now, the
that's
common swifts. Mhm. The common swifts can fly for 10 months without landing.
wait. Did
They
you say
can
10 months?
10 months without landing.
Oh my god!
I couldn't believe what I was reading.
Wait, that thing is just constantly.
They can both eat and sleep while in the air.
Wait, wait. How does it sleep? How does it sleep and fly?
It's amazing. I couldn't believe it
Wait,
either
that's
when I was
like
reading.
how?
Now, they can both eat and sleep while in the air. And what's more, scientists have so far found three swift species that can fly incredibly long periods. So I guess longer periods than that. Isn't that
So a
amazing?
swift can fly basically forever. It seems.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yes.
that's incredible.
Yep.
That's
So
incredible.
always look up. You never know what's flying over your head.
Yeah, really. So I guess it probably poops too.
Everything in the air.
Damn.
Now, the bees pollinate more than 30% of the world's crop. Moreover, stats reveal that 71 of the 100 crop species depend on bees to some extent. So, if you've ever wondered how many animals help humans, you don't have to look further than bees.
Yeah, this is what we've talked about bees several times on this show.
Oh, yes, several
It is
times.
so important
Amazing.
to people. Like you can't keep killing bees. You can't do it. Look,
Not a living bee.
I know you don't like bees. I don't like bees either. But you cannot kill them because if you
No,
do,
they're
you're
important.
basically killing people.
Yeah.
Period. That's period. They're disappearing at an alarming rate.
That's right.
And
There
and
are shortage.
I'm telling you, keep them safe. I
Yes,
know it's not. I know it's not very comfortable. Like if you have a bee's nest, hanging over your doorway or something, But you got to have
yeah,
them removed properly.
that's
Don't
right.
just get an exterminator and kill them.
Yep,
You
very
wanna get
carefully
somebody to
removed.
come out, take them away. You know,
Yeah,
I don't know how they do that, but you gotta have that done properly because it's getting scary out there with how fast they're dwindling.
I would
So
hire a professional. I've seen professionals do it.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Now they
So
help pollinate a massive portion of the crops we eat, provide us with countless amounts of honey, and more than 90% of world's plants depend on bees and other pollinators.
yeah,
In
90%.
order to reproduce. That's amazing.
That's
90%. Now, during hibernation, the heart rate of a chipmunk drops from 350 beats per minute to only 4.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Wow. Just thinking
Hmm.
about that.
Yes. Just
Could you
amazing.
imagine your heart beating at 4 beats per minute? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, only works for animals, right?
Nope.
Now, the dwarf lemurs are close as well as their heart rate drops from 300 to less than 6 per minute. Even their breathing slows down. They can go as long as 10 minutes without taking a single breath.
Wow.
That is something, right?
That is.
Now, the kick of an ostrich can kill a lion. Yeah.
Whoo.
Now, ostriches are the largest birds on the planet, and their kick can kill a lion for the sheer strength in their legs.
Wow.
That is something. Now,
Well,
more
they
precisely, considering they can weigh up to 350 pounds
really?
and kick with a force of about 2,000 psi, it's safe to say that there aren't many land animals they couldn't kill with a kick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm thinking maybe an elephant, a rhino, and a hippo might be the only ones.
Oh, I don't think an elephant could kick his leg up that high.
Well, no, that's why I'm saying an elephant would definitely be one of those.
Oh, that's not able
That it
to.
can't kill it. You know,
They can't, right?
and
Yeah.
I would think a hippo and a rhino because they're just too massive. You know,
Oh, oh, okay. Yeah.
I can't think of any other animal that it probably couldn't take down.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be something
I can't
large, of
either.
course. So,
Yeah. Now, the phrase raining cats and dogs, like it is today, originated in 17th century England. During heavy rainstorms, many homeless animals would drown and float down the streets, giving the appearance that it had actually rained cats
oh,
and
that is
dogs.
just that's
Where
terrible.
did
To
it
even,
come from?
oh man, that's where it came from.
That's where it came
That is
from.
awful. That's
That's
awful.
awful. Yeah, that is awful. Now, the hippopotamus is born underwater. I never knew that.
I didn't know that either.
That is amazing. I
Wow.
mean, there are humans that could be born underwater. You have the right doula, they be at home and
Mm. I
everything,
don't know
but
if I'd want that.
yeah,
I wouldn't want to be born underwater because then it's
you
like
wouldn't have a
you're
choice.
like drowning, and it's like, wait a minute, are they gonna pick me up? Get me out of here!
But if you're an embryonic fluid, you're used to being in water
Yeah,
anyways.
I guess. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
scary thought. It's a scary thought.
Yeah, just
So
the thought
hippos are
of it.
born underwater. Who
They
knew?
become great swimmers like humans born underwater.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, you can tell a turtle's gender by the noise it makes, like humans. Now, the male's grunts and the female's hiss.
Okay.
That was
Mm,
funny.
mm, I'm a boy turtle.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
was
God! Fun facts
hilarious.
going off the rails.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. That's funny.
Yeah, funny but true, right?
I guess.
Now, birds can recognize landmarks which they used to help them navigate. Yeah.
Until they smack right into the window. Oh, I gotta remember this is here. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Have you seen that? I've seen it many times.
I've
When
heard
birds
about
fly into
that.
a
I
window. Oh,
haven't
I've
seen
seen it
it.
so many times.
I've seen them
Seriously.
on videos.
Well,
Yeah.
like I have this window right behind me, right? You know how many times I've
Uh-huh.
seen birds fly right into it?
Oh
All the
wow.
time. All the time. At least once a week.
Yeah.
At least. It's crazy.
Oh, they were okay. They get up and going about their
Yeah,
business.
one actually, I remember him like I think he gave himself a concussion. But he
Oh,
was like flopping around, and then I don't know, maybe 25 minutes later he flew away.
uh-huh.
He knocked his butt out. It's
Oh,
pretty good.
wow. He's flying fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the starfish is the only animal capable of turning its stomach inside out. Starfishes have 5 eyes on each leg, also.
Wait, they have eyes on their legs?
They have eyes on their legs, each of their eyes
I
on
did
their
not
legs.
know that.
Yeah, now you do.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
group of butterflies is known as a flutter and have skeletons outside of their body, which is the exoskeleton.
Oh,
Yep.
that's
Now,
pretty
in
creepy,
the
but yeah.
what's
I
that?
said it's pretty creepy, but yeah.
That's pretty
Could you
creepy.
imagine if
I
people
you can't
skeletons were on
tell
the
it,
outside?
right? But
Mm,
they're beautiful.
they are.
Now, in the Caribbean, there are oysters that can climb trees.
Come
I never
on.
been in the Caribbean to see that.
Come on.
I've been in the Caribbean, but I've never seen any oysters climb trees.
I
But
don't. Really?
yeah,
Aren't they in a shell?
they maybe they come out of the shell and they climb, and then they come back down the
I gotta
tree
see
and
it
then
to
they
believe
get
that
back
one. I gotta
up.
see that.
Yep.
You know, while I'm watching Die Hard tonight, I'm gonna be scouring the internet trying to find video of oysters climbing trees.
Okay. Sounds great. Now, Blue whales have large enough aortas, the main blood vessel, for those that don't know, um, for a human to crawl through. It's large enough. Yes.
Who wants to volunteer for that?
I'm sure
Not
there's someone
me.
out there that wants to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there
I wouldn't
is.
be surprised.
Like,
It's
no, it
people
would never
never
surprise me if there was somebody that wants to do
cease
that.
to
It
amaze
would never.
me.
It would never.
Yeah. Now, baby whales can gain up to 200 pounds per day. Now that's
By
awesome.
eating plankton. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
eating
amazing when you think about it.
whales.
What they eat
Yes.
and how much they can gain weight.
Yeah,
It's like, how are they eating that much? Like,
right. They're
it's
eating
amazing.
good.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Now, most young fireflies feed on nectar and pollen, although adult fireflies do not eat to survive.
Oh,
And that's animal news.
okay. So I got a
Animal
funny
fun
story
fact.
that dealt with fireflies.
Oh, really?
Okay, so used to work for the YMCA in the childcare,
Mm-hmm.
and me and my friend, you know, would always have stories for the kids about each other. So I would go in, I'd tell them stories about him, and he would tell them stories about me, and we'd have this battle, who can come up with the craziest things. Well, I remember
Yeah.
sitting there waiting for all the kids to arrive, and we're talking to all the kids, and one of the kids asked him, "Why do you have all red spots all over your face and your arms and stuff?" Because it was freckles. He's Irish,
Uh-huh.
right? So,
Yeah.
so I was like, oh. And he looks at me and he's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, no, you should actually feel sorry for Sean. It's like when we were down south in Florida, he got attacked
Oh,
by a bunch of fireflies, and those are burn marks all over his face and arms.
Oh wow.
And they're like, "Oh my God, that must have hurt." And he just shakes his head. He starts laughing. It's like, "Yeah, it did." So it
Wow.
was like one of those things that we just tried to outdo, and
Oh
he in
yeah.
turn told everybody, all the kids, that I used to work for the M&M factory and I got fired one day. And they were like, "Why
Oh
did he get
really?
fired?" Because he was standing on the wrong side of the conveyor belt and he threw away all the W's.
Oh.
So we went back and forth every day with these stories. It was great.
Oh,
And every day the parents would come
that's
in
fun.
laughing. It's like, "Really?" Really? So, but
That's
it was
hilarious.
great. It was a great summer. It was the best summer ever.
Yeah.
Working with the explorers in Pawtucket, Lincoln,
Mhm.
Cumberland, and Central Falls in Rhode Island area. So, if any of those
Right.
kids are watching, which they're adults today, um,
Oh yeah.
it meant a lot. So, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. So that's animal fun facts, right? So
Animal
that was
fun.
pretty awesome. I got to come up with a winner. A winner.
Yes.
And even though I
That's
had a
fun.
nice story with fireflies, they are not my winner.
Mhm.
Um, I have to go with the bird. What is it? Swift,
Oh yeah, the Swift.
that can fly for 10 months straight. Like,
I had a feeling you would say
look,
that. Yeah.
if I could fly for 10 months straight, I would go anywhere I'd want to go.
Oh yeah.
That is spectacular. Still not as good as that koala.
Oh
Not
yeah.
as good as the
You
koala.
back to the koala.
But if you missed that episode, you got to go back to the episode with the koala. Telling you, you want to do it. Um, but yes, so the Swift wins. Now, who is going to join the Swift during celebrity birthdays? So,
Ooh.
but before we do that, let's take care of the business part of it.
Hmm.
This is Pop Ascension Season 2, Episode 13, Moonlighting as John
Yeah.
McLane. Good old Bruce. Um, you are watching us on Rhode Island Broadcasting on YouTube at
Mhm.
Rhode Island Broadcasting. So please
Mhm.
click that little bell, subscribe, follow, do all that stuff. We could always use it. The more people, the better. We can get the word out there.
Yeah.
You can also watch us on Twitch at twitch.tv/RI_broadcasting. Give us a subscription. Give us a follow. Give us some bits. Bits, bits, bits. That always helps. Pays the bills.
Nice.
You are also watching us on Twitter at
Twitter.
Broadcasting RI. And if that wasn't enough, of course, on Facebook.com/RI Broadcasting. So click the
Yeah.
like, share it. Sharing is
Mhm.
so important. You would not believe. That helps
Sharing is
more than
caring.
anything. Yes, sharing is caring. So if you want to keep seeing us, every week and every year, then I would suggest doing that. Or if you want to just listen to us, you
Right.
can listen to us, of course, on Anchor, Spotify, Google, and TuneIn, and Red Circle Podcasts.
Whoa.
Now on Red Circle as
Now
well.
in that circle.
Loving this,
Wow.
loving this,
That's
loving it.
great.
So again, follow us, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. That's how we can stay around. So
Yeah.
if if you want to sponsor the show, which is just as important, if not more,
Hmm.
it helps pay the bills. Like I said, the programming, the everything.
Yeah.
It does everything. Um,
Mhm.
Email us at ribroadcasting.media@gmail.com, right there underneath. Um, Look, it costs less than going to Starbucks.
Right.
So you get, thousands and thousands of eyes, every week. Every week. and ears. So what we do,
Yes.
we read off the ad and show it on screen. So, that way our listeners can still hear it, on the
Right.
podcast. You get to see it physically, and it also goes on all our social media like Facebook, the website, the whole bit. You get,
Yes.
and considering it goes on an episode, it stays online forever. So whenever
Forever.
somebody watches, let me tell you, especially that episode 11,
Oh
everybody's
yeah.
still watching that episode. So, you
Yeah,
know,
everyone is still watching. Yep.
it's still gaining views all the time. And that is episode 11 from last year. Last
Yep.
year. Season 1.
Last year.
So, you want to help easily you can by sponsoring and or shooting us some bits on Twitch. So, woo. So we move on to movie news.
Ooh.
Look, I was ecstatic when I saw this.
Mm-hmm.
Timothy Chalamet. Timothy
Ooh.
Chalamet will
Chalamet.
star as Willy Wonka in a prequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the original with Gene Wilder.
Wow.
Okay,
Awesome.
this guy looks like a young version of Gene Wilder. It's
Oh,
it's
nice.
really it's nice. It's nice. What a perfect actor they got to play the role. Um,
Oh.
so this is going to go through the story from before he had his chocolate factory.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of drama because in the Willy Wonka movie, you just had a sense that he had some things he's done in the past. Because let me tell you, he was willing to let these kids fall into danger.
Oh.
So there was a dark side to Willy Wonka, and I want to see it. I want to see it.
You want to
So
see?
I am looking forward to that. That is due out December of 2023, which will be next year, Christmas time, I'm sure. I cannot wait. It's going to be a long year and a half waiting
Oh
for that one.
yeah.
So, and this weekend, Sonic 2 is out.
Oh, Sonic 2.
The first Sonic, one of the best video game movies ever made. One of the
Mm.
best. So, and this one looks just as good, if not better. So just putting that
Mhm.
out there. So that is movie news, more of updates. I'd
Right.
say updates, movie updates. I think that's what I
Yeah.
had. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is movie updates on the screen. But it's exciting. I've seen so many movies in 2022 already. I
Oh.
have I've seen maybe 20 movies that were out this year already.
Mm-hmm.
I have this program startup, and I get to see everything, everything,
Oh.
everything. It's great. It's great. It's
Yeah.
great.
I
So
heard you speak about it before.
yeah, yeah. Let me tell you, I don't miss anything, and I
That's
loved
good.
Dog with Channing Tatum. It was fantastic. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was sad though. It was sad.
Oh.
Okay, so movie news is done. We are going on to celebrity news.
Oh yes, celebrity
That
news.
Michelle almost let the cat out of the bag early.
Yes, I was reading into it. I was on a roll, right? Now, Mighty Ducks actor Sean Weiss lands his first movie gig in 14 years after battle with meth addiction.
Oh my. So
Now,
it's one of the
after
original actors. Oh, okay.
yeah, so after a 14-year hiatus, the 42-year-old, the Mighty Ducks actor Sean Weiss landed a role in the upcoming Lionsgate movie Jesus Revolution. Now, Weiss announced his new gig to fans on Instagram on Thursday. And congratulations to Sean Weiss. And keep up the good work.
Yes, look, drug addiction is not an easy thing to get over. And
Mm,
I hope he does
right.
get through it without any problems. Um,
Right.
because especially when you start coming into money and being in Hollywood, that will make it very difficult. The
Oh, yes.
temptation will be there. So I
Hmm.
hope he does not get tempted and he can stay clean.
I hope not
And wish you
either.
luck with the movie.
Yes. Much luck.
All right, moving right along. I got something really good. This is good. The
Okay.
Forbes billionaire list is out.
Yeah.
Billionaires. And let me tell you, 8 of our very well known entertainers are on the list.
Oh, okay.
All right, so leading off, Tyler Perry at number 2,578. There's a lot of billionaires, apparently. He is at $1 billion. One
Hmm.
billion. He made it to a 1 billion.
He made
All
it. I
right.
thought
Yes,
it
he
was
did.
more than that.
So,
Yeah.
yes, well, just goes to show you there's only 8 entertainers that are in that list. You
Yeah.
know, most of the others are going to be entrepreneurs and big time corporation owners
Right.
like
Because
Wally
being
Martin.
that Tyler, he built a studio. I thought he had
Yes.
more billions. That's why I said I
Yeah.
thought it was more
No,
than that.
only 1 billion. Only,
Wow.
only. You know,
Only that's
how
it.
about giving me 100K? Yes, Tyler. Why don't you donate? 100K to Pop Ascension,
Yes, that would be awesome.
and what we will do for that, we will keep posting, and talking about the movies that you make, you know, because there's a lot of talent that needs to be discovered,
Oh,
you know,
yes, a lot.
and we will be more than happy to put, all those young stars that you cast on the show to talk about it.
That's right. That
I
would
have
be
no
great.
problem in that, you know.
I wouldn't have any problem. And I would love to interview the new up and coming
Oh
actors.
my God, shoot! I know for a fact you would. I know for a fact because you love the talent that the youth bring,
Oh, yeah.
and you want people to know them. And I know
Yes.
you like spreading the news, about especially up and comers.
Oh,
And I do
yes,
too.
for
I do
sure.
as well. Like I want everybody to hear this, and see this. And
Right. New
so
talent.
Tyler, reach out, okay, reach out,
Reach out.
and congratulations. So,
Yes.
also in there is Jay Z.
Oh,
He's at
Jay-Z.
number 2,076 at 1.3 billion.
Oh,
1.3
okay.
billion.
1.3.
So we're getting up there. We're getting up there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna, like
Oh, yeah.
she's doing really well for herself.
Oh, yes.
She is at number 1,729. She's at $1.7 billion. What
Oh.
an empire she has created.
Oh,
A lot of that is from Fenty Beauty
oh,
and
yeah.
Savage X Fenty lingerie.
Oh, yeah.
And it
Uh-huh.
does not surprise me that she has, you know, the beauty products and the lingerie and stuff like that because of the experience that she has, you know, garnered from the beginning of her career to
Oh,
now. She look, who's going to know that stuff better than Rihanna? Like really?
oh, exactly. And
Really?
there's some great stuff, I may add.
I'm
I
sure there
doubt.
is. I'm sure there is. I haven't worn any of it, you know, but if I so chose, I would definitely look into her products. Just saying.
Okay.
So yeah. Oh, and one other thing. She is the first person from Barbados to be a billionaire.
Oh, really? The first
How
from
great
Barbados.
is that? You know,
Wow.
look, we cannot stress enough, about minorities, and females that have really worked hard. And Oprah was groundbreaking when
Oh,
she made it.
yeah.
And now you take Rihanna, who's from Barbados, to do it. Kudos for her. She
Oh,
deserves everything she has. She
mhm.
worked hard for it.
Hard
So,
for it. Now,
congratulations.
who sang Dale? Where was he from? Daylight come and you want to come home. Dale.
I don't know.
Wasn't
I don't think he
that?
was. I don't think he was from Barbados.
No,
No.
the
And I
name
don't
doesn't
know if
sound
he
right.
wouldn't have been a billionaire anyway from his music, only because of the time that he was in wasn't making that much. You know.
Oh,
So
we
you
can do
know. So
research. I can't think of his name
yeah,
right now.
like I'm sure
Yeah,
he's got money. I'm sure he's got
yeah,
money, but it
right.
isn't like the billions because, if you go back 50 years, like that's about, you know, well maybe 30. So I'd say 30 for him, maybe a little more.
Mhm.
They weren't making, like $200 a seat, you know,
Oh, yeah,
when there's
like today.
concerts, like today, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's different now. They make all their money from concerts.
Oh, yes.
And if they
That's.
go into business doing something else, which Rihanna was smart enough to do,
Oh,
which is
yes,
another
definitely.
reason to give her credit because look, your music will only take you so far because you
Yeah.
have to do tours in order to make that money.
Yes, and you have to pay people out. You got to pay the manager.
That's
You got to
right.
pay.
There's a
There's
lot
a
you got to
lot of
pay
money
out.
to pay out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to come up with a business plan. Jay Z, same thing. This is why he's on this list.
Oh, yeah.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. So Kim Kardashian. Yes,
Oh, really?
$1.8 billion sits at 1,645.
Wow.
So she's done well for herself with all her talents.
Yes, a lot of talents.
Yeah. Um. So that was Kim Kardashian 1.8, and not to be outdone, of course, Kanye West, number 1,513, sitting at $2 billion.
Oh, whoa.
Two
He's doing
billion
well.
dollars.
Yeah, that's great.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So, um, Peter Jackson at 1,929, and for some reason I did not write down how much he had,
Oh, uh-huh.
but he sold his um, Weta, Weta digital film effects shop to
Mm-hmm.
Unity Software for
Oh,
$975 million. So he made almost
whoa.
$1 billion off of that. And then you throw
Yeah,
in all the Lord of the Rings stuff and all the stuff that he's done, besides that.
yeah,
And he's done a lot. He's done a
that's a
lot.
lot.
So, and I believe he's doing the TV series, the Lord of the Rings prequel. So I'm sure he's making a ton off of that too.
Oh, yeah.
So, so he's on that list, and um, at $2.6 billion, at number 1,196 sits Oprah. Oprah's
Okay.
still in there. She's still in
Still in
there.
there.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah, he's doing it.
I don't. She'll always be in there.
Yes.
She's too smart to not be in there.
Oh, yeah.
She's ahead of the curve on most people. So,
Oh, definitely.
and then there's one last, Steven Spielberg.
Oh, Stephen. Okay.
He is at number 801.
Oh,
801. 801st. He's at $3.7 billion. It's
Wow.
it's safe to say that any movie that he does turns to gold. Turns to
Yeah.
gold, and he's got his hand in a lot of them. He's
Oh
got a
yeah.
lot of blockbusters out there. So that's the list. Those are the 8 entertainers that we all know and love. Yes, we love them. We love them,
Yeah.
and would
Yeah.
love any of them to come on the show and sponsor the show.
Yes.
Like I would
Well,
love to say,
welcome.
today's show is sponsored by Steven Spielberg.
Oh yeah.
Like how cool would that be?
That
Tyler
would be
Perry. Like
cool. Tyler Perry.
it could have been you know moonlighting as Tyler Perry on
Yeah.
that title today if he sponsored us. It could have been
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, that's right.
So Tyler, come on, we love you, love you, and
We
he's
love
funny.
him.
He's a funny guy.
He is.
And you know
He-
what else he was good at? He was Alex Cross when he took over for Morgan Freeman in that series.
Oh,
Did a good
okay.
job.
Yeah.
Did a good job. So,
Excellent job.
so that's the Forbes. Now we move on to the news break, and Michelle, you have a dandy of a strange one for us, don't you?
Oh, yes, the news break. Let me pull this up. This
Cannot
is a
wait.
dandy. Now, the news break is a condiment company. Hidden Valley created a diamond ring made from ranch dressing. What? Now, the process involved heating dry ranch seasoning to 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit,
Oh
then
God.
crushing it under 400 tons of pressure for months. Now, bids for the 2-carat ranch ring had topped $12,000. The diamond ring made from ranch dressing is for sale on eBay. And that is Newsbreak.
Well, okay, so wait, how do you make a diamond out of ranch dressing?
Well, exactly how
Look,
I
this is what you're
explained the
eating out
process.
there, people. Like, it's scary. That's a scary thought of. I think there's no more ranch dressing for me. That's for sure.
It's good. It's only good for eating, not wearing for me.
Yeah, like that's a scary thought, but okay,
Yeah.
they made a diamond out of ranch dressing. So if you want to get rich, you got to get that process and just take all the ranch dressing you can get and just keep making diamonds, people.
Yeah,
You
diamond
know?
ring.
So diamonds are forever. I guess ranch dressing is too. So
Yeah.
so so make those diamonds and, just outdo, everybody else. And you'll make a fortune
Yeah.
off of diamonds from ranch dressing.
Yeah. And there's
There you
people
go.
actually out there bidding, right? It's always someone.
I'm sure there's always somebody bidding. There's always somebody
Always.
bidding on something. And it could be something really awful, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a good thing for people to bid on it. Believe
Oh,
me.
that's true. I've heard the stories.
Yeah. All right. So again, you never let us down with these stories. I still can't believe that. I can only imagine what it's doing to people's stomach. All right. So we move along. We have, of course, not new music, celebrity birthdays.
Oh, yes, celebrity
Celebrity
birthdays.
celebrity birthdays.
Now, a martial artist, actor, film director, screenwriter, singer, and known for his acrobatic fighting style, comic timing, and im- immortal stunts. Um, in his films, which he performs himself, is Jackie Chan is
I
68.
knew it was going to be Jackie. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Innovative stunts. I said immortal, sorry.
Okay, so Jackie Chan. Okay, This is a multi-talented guy.
Oh yes,
Because I don't
he
know
is
if people know that he
multi-talented.
actually has an album released,
Oh
back home.
yeah.
He's got
Wow,
a
that is
wonderful.
good.
Do you remember the Rush Hour scene where
Uh-huh.
he comes in on a swing and Chris Tucker is singing with the French girl on stage, and they dressed as gangsters and stuff like that. Well, him coming in on that swing, that was
Uh-huh.
him singing. That is his real singing voice. He is fantastic.
Oh wow.
Fantastic. He is
He
so
is.
talented, and this is a funny, funny man as well.
Yes, hilarious, man. He's fun to watch. Now, Oscar-winning actor who won 4 film awards for Best Actor after playing Maximus in Gladiator, and who played Javert in the 2012 film Les Miserables. He was in Cinderella, Man American Gates, and Master in Commander Russell. Uh, and he in Commander, and Russell Crowe is 58.
Russell Crowe is a great actor.
Yeah.
Um, and he didn't get enough credit for that Robin Hood movie he made. He was really
Right.
good in that movie. That movie was fantastic. You know,
Uh-huh.
and he also played Noah. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
in the movie not too long ago. It was fantastic. He's good. He's great, and of course the mines there, beautiful minds.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Beautiful mind.
So look, he's an Oscar winner. That's incredible. He's great. He's great.
Yeah. He is great. A Nickelodeon star who made her debut as Anika Hunter on the 2017 live action series Hunter Street. Kyra Smith is 19.
Kyra Smith.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that really got their stuff from Nickelodeon, and
Oh, yes.
that channel is spurning
In
out
Disney.
stars. You know,
Oh,
it,
yes.
they're learning their craft at a young age, and they're prepared by
Mhm.
the time they want to, expand from Nickelodeon. And
That's
she's about to bust out.
Oh, I believe it. Now, lead singer and bassist of the Christian rock band Skillet, the band 2009 album Awake peaked at number 2 on the uh, US Billboard charts, and their albums Collide and Comatose both earned Grammy nominations.
Mm,
John Cooper is 47 today.
yeah, that's getting nominated is incredible. Look, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, and they've been doing it. They're
Oh,
working hard.
yeah. Oh, yes.
They're gonna win
Nominating
one.
and winning, of course.
Yeah, they're gonna win one. They're gonna win.
Mhm.
I don't think it's gonna be
Yeah.
too much longer, but they'll win.
Mhm. Now, former lead vocalist of the Grammy nominated Christian pop rock band is Royal Taylor. He later embarked on a solo career. He released his debut album, Hills and Valley, in June of 2017. Torrin Wells is 36
There you
today.
go.
Another Christian. That's the thing. Christian rock is the thing.
Yeah,
And
it's really becoming a popular um, part of the music industry now,
oh
and
yeah.
it's just gonna get bigger. It's gonna get
Oh, I
bigger.
believe it. Yep. Part of the rock and soul duo Hall and Oates
Oh,
with Daryl Hall, the two met at Temple University. John Oates is 74 today.
woo, John! Look,
Yes.
that
Great
is the
pick.
that's the best duo of all time. The best
Uh,
duo of all time. Their music is so good, so good.
oh
Loving it.
yeah.
Goes
Love
back
that
to the
Japanese.
70s.
Back to that far? Really?
Yeah, in the
70s? Oh.
70s. They're like Rich Girl and like it
Oh,
was
that's them
yeah.
singing.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
Rich
I
Girl
didn't
was out in
know.
I think 78 or 79, So they've been around
Oh,
a long time. I know Daryl still has a studio in his house, and he had that show. I don't think it's on anymore, but it was fantastic. He'd have people come and they'd sing, songs from Hall and Oates and whoever the guest is on.
yeah.
It's great. Live at Daryl's house. So
Awesome.
you should
Wow.
check it out. Go to YouTube, check it out after the show.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Star of the NBC sitcom Superstore, who had is that Superstar? Yeah,
Superstar.
Superstore, who had previously been seen on television in Go Go Boy Interrupted, and as a roundtable guest on Chelsea Lately, he is also a, a stand-up comic, and that's Nico Santos, and he's 42.
Nice job.
Yeah, he's a touring stand-up comic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check it
Now,
out.
American novelist who is known for her books, The Testing of Luther Hobart and Trapped. She is also known for having founded the anti-bullying organization Bystander Revolution,
Ah.
where she serves as the executive director. Mackenzie Scott is 52.
She's done some great work.
Great work. Now, rapper and hip hop recording artist who rose to fame with the single Make a Play, the song's accompanying music video received millions of views within 2 months of publication. Big Scar is 22 today.
And he's already had millions of views.
Oh, yeah. Now, Palestine's born Canadian rapper who goes by the name Billy, he's known for his albums The Revolution, which featured history of violence, and Sleepless Nights. He was awarded Songwriter of the Year at the 2015 Dopen Awards. Ahmad Balshi is 38 today.
Oh, wow. So, awards.
Mhm.
We see this common theme with all of the people that we discussed. It's great. Get a lot of
Yeah,
awards.
a lot of awards.
Makes it tough for my decision.
Yeah. Now, model who has earned representation from such agencies as Select London, Select LA, and Model Livered, Germany. She has done work with brands such as Boohoo, Nasty Girl, Pretty Little Thing, and Moschino. And that is Millie Hannah is 22. And that is
Wow.
celebrity birthdays.
Whew. So we have some award winners.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so difficult. Like I'm torn. I
Uh-huh.
think I'm torn between three.
Three. Okay. Narrowed it down to three.
So Jackie Chan, Russell Crowe, and John Oates.
Oh, yeah.
This is tough, but I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna give some love to John Oates.
Okay.
John
Nothing
Oates
wrong with
gets the
that.
win. He's gonna join Swift as the
The
winners
Swift.
today. Yes.
Yeah.
So John Oates, who has won, Grammys. That's
Oh,
obvious.
yeah.
Okay, so he's won Grammys. He's a great writer, great musician, and has done wonderful things in music. You know, as long as I can remember. So I'm going to
Yeah.
give John Oates the win. Um, that's what I'm going with. Going to stand by it. John Oates.
Okay.
Although I could have gone Russell Crowe with his Oscars.
Oh,
You know,
yeah. He's
I
legendary. He's
know he
been in the
is. I
field
know.
for years and
I know.
years.
I know. So that's that. Okay, so I gave John Oates the win. I'm going to stand by it, and it's time to go to new music. So the album that I noticed that is has been released this past week is Red Hot Chili Peppers
Oh,
Unlimited Love, I think, because I forgot the E after love.
okay.
So that makes sense now that they were, doing their Hollywood star because they that was all a ploy to, you know, to promote this album. That's
Oh,
how the stars do it now. They do it
yeah.
just before they have
Perfect
something being
timing.
released. So yeah, perfect
Yeah.
timing. Oh, who could have
Uh-huh.
thought that? So I did not get to listen to any of it though.
Uh-huh.
I will do that maybe next week. But we do have our song check.
So,
Um, so we have our three songs. These are all pretty recent released. Um,
yeah.
so what's your first song, Michelle? As we head
Well,
into the end of the show.
my first song is by Marquise Houston. He's making a
Oh,
comeback.
good.
And Just to Have You is the name of the song.
All
The
right.
vocal range is amazing, smooth R&B sound. The beat and the lyrics combination, his vocal range is amazing. I really enjoyed it. And that's Just to Have You from Marquise Houston, aka Roger from Sister Sister. Go home,
Ah, very
Roger. Look, every
good.
time I see him.
So he's now going back to music, you know?
Going back. Yeah, that's awesome. He's acting and music, so
That's good.
it's good to
That's a
have a
good thing.
variety.
That's a
That's
good
a
thing.
great
That's
thing.
talent right there.
Yeah.
Now I gotta find where I put mine. Oh, there you go. All right, so my
Hmm.
first song to join Marcus Houston, Wet Leg.
Oh,
Wet
wet leg.
Leg. Yep, never heard of him before, but I got to listen to them.
Nice.
They remade Psycho Killer from the
Really?
Talking Heads, and I gotta
Oh
say,
boy.
I was impressed. I was impressed. So
Wow.
basically, it is the female version of Psycho Killer.
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
they did a good job, and I was impressed. So impressed that I already put it on my Spotify
Ooh, that's impressive.
because I do love that song, and I love some Talking Heads. Very odd
Yeah.
band, but Wet Leg remade it, and they did a good job. So definitely
Mhm.
worth everybody's listen out there. That is number one. Number two,
Yeah.
Michelle.
Well, I chose Harry Styles As It Was. It's an up-tempo 1980s sound. I love the lyrics and music combination. It really, it's I like I like it.
That's
I
good.
love the lyrics and stuff.
It's always great when you
So,
get to like new songs from especially people that you never heard of. So
yeah,
that to me is like a bonus. If you don't know who they are
yeah,
and you listen to a song from them and you like it, that's something that just entered your life that you would never have known. And that's why
right.
we do this segment. My
Yes.
number two song, um, look, this guy is just an amazing talent,
Hmm.
and this song proved it. Michael Bublé, Higher,
Oh, okay.
from
Good.
his new album. Oh my God, I was shocked
Michael
to say the least.
Bublé, huh?
Yes, well,
Fun to
bubbly if
say.
you go by the commercial, Michael Bubbly.
Uh-huh.
But no, Higher. Oh my God, it is so good. It is so good.
Wow.
I can't even describe it. It's got that it's like that old um not quite big band sound, but kind of in there, you know.
Mhm.
But then you add a little bit of like the Latin music kind of bleeds into it.
Okay.
It's impressive. It's impressive. Like I
Oh,
thought he was always talented, but this just kind of it blew my mind that it could do this. Blew my
right.
mind. So it just goes to show you how talented this guy is. Number
Yeah.
three, Michelle.
I chose Machine Gun Kelly.
Ah, you're still on that
Maybe.
train.
It's called Maybe featuring Bring the Horizon.
Yes,
It's a fast-paced song. The rock band sounds great. I really enjoy it. And I can actually hear the lyrics, not the screaming and the high-pitched guitar.
yep.
It's enjoyable to my ears. And
I heard the song.
maybe,
It's a great song.
yeah, Machine Gun Kelly,
That
maybe
album is
featuring Bring the
fantastic, by the way.
Horizon.
That album, the whole album, good, excellent. Go buy it, people. Buy
Yeah.
the album. My third song probably does not surprise you, Michelle. Shawn Mendes,
Oh yeah. You're
"When
a
You're
fan.
Gone." Like this
When you
screams about his ex. It
oh
screams. It
mhm.
screams it. And let me tell you, I love the song. I love his music. I think he's fantastic. I like one of my
Yeah.
favorite new artists in the past decade.
You always talk about Shawn Mendes,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have like every song on my Spotify that he has. It's all
uh
on there, you know. So I think he's just so talented. A young superstar is what he is.
yeah.
He is.
Awesome.
So so it was a great song. One of my favorites of the year already.
Oh
You know,
wow.
there's a few songs that obviously I have mentioned on the show, and those,
Right.
are up there with this song from Shawn Mendes. So, and I think Michael Bublé's "Higher" is up there too because I got to listen to more of that because the song was that good. So,
Oh, awesome.
you gotta check out these six songs um, that we just discussed. Michelle, what's your three?
Well, my three is
The,
Marquise Houston,
yep.
Just to Have You, Harry Styles, As It Was, and Machine Gun Kelly featuring Bring the Horizon, Maybe.
And mine were Wet Leg, Psycho Killer, Michael Bublé, Higher, and Shawn Mendes, When You're Gone. Now, just to end this segment, I do wanna hype up this guy Will Hyde. Now, when I listened to his song, there were 43 views on
Okay.
YouTube. I
43.
always end up leaving. That is the name of the song by Will Hyde. Give this guy
Oh,
some love because that song just missed the top three because I
wow.
ended up listening to a Michael Bublé song, and that
Yeah.
was like, oh wow, because I
Oh,
remember that his album was out, and then I said, oh, I got to check one of them out, and I listened to it, and I had to
yeah.
put it on the list. But give Will Hyde some love, please, out there, okay?
Yeah.
But again, that is basically today's show. You have watched us on YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting, Facebook.com/RI Broadcasting, Twitch.tv /RI _ and on Twitter, Broadcasting RI. You can watch us on Anchor, Spotify, Google, TuneIn, Red Circle Podcasts. So,
Right.
and please like, follow, subscribe, do all those things. Share, 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 share. We need you to
Share.
share the show,
Sharing is
share it to
caring.
your friends.
Mhm.
We appreciate everything. We're glad we've had some viewers all throughout the show. Um,
Oh,
but
welcome.
please leave comments, get involved, and be part of
Yeah.
the show. Be part of it.
Be part
That's what
of
we
it. I
like
love
the
it.
most is when you're part of it. So, again,
Right.
Michelle, thank you for being here.
Always a pleasure.
It always is another great show.
Another
Um,
great show.
We'll be back next Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So some people will be daytime, some people will be nighttime.
Yeah.
Just give us a view and give us some likes and share it. And we will see
Yes.
you next week. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.